Right, welcome back everyone. It's your boy FPL Bisco. We are back with another struggling game week. I got, how many points did I get? 61 points. So I'm okay. I'm just about above average. And the main issue was that I fumbled on captaincy. So there's no need for me to have Captain Salah. His fixtures are going to look good in a few game weeks. So I don't mind keeping Salah in there. I feel like Liverpool just need to win more penalties and that's about it. Haaland didn't have a great game. Let alone, it's a flick on and a penalty and all of a sudden he's got double digits. This is, it's so annoying. Chelsea not keeping clean sheets is really doing me in. The lack of care. These games have been easy for them. They've walked through them. They've scored all the goals they needed to do. They've stormed the teams in the first half. Just put together a comprehensive 90 minutes. I've got a few choices to make. I've got 3 transfers in the bank. Bruno Fernandes has done it again. He's been the best midfielder this season. Not just in terms of his numbers, the actual performance. Anderson, again, you're going to get between 2 to 4 points every single week, or between 3 and 5 points even. Ndiaye is really trying my nerves and I don't need to continue with this. Or maybe I do need to look at maybe cutting the budget somewhere, and if I'm going to cut it anywhere, it's going to be Ndiaye, and then I'll just start doing 4-4-2s. So this is the team coming in for next week. We've got Sanchez versus Leeds and Chalobah versus Leeds at home. Calvert-Lewin is in the kind of form, and Leeds are a very attacking team. So if you've got your Chelsea attackers, by all means, you're in, like, it's a good captaincy shout. So because it's a double game week for Arsenal and Wolves, but it's very tempting to go for an Arsenal player. But because none of their Arsenal forwards are on vogue, like none of them are fashionable, triple captain is even an option right now. And the fixtures are so good. Brentford away and Wolves away are not the worst fixtures to have. And those are games that Madueke should be a shout, Trossard should be a shout, Martinelli should be a shout, Gyökeres could be a shout. So if you're going to bring in someone like, if you are playing a free hit, I would say Arsenal attackers, go for it. Maybe there might be a bit of rotation that you fear a bit. It would be annoying if it didn't pay off, but why it should be the case, like to have to captain your defender because it's a double game week is very underwhelming. There's a big chance of success. You could get a real big haul with 2 clean sheets in a row and a triple captain on Gabriel or Timber, and with Havertz coming back. Havertz is even an option. Triple captain Bruno Fernandes this week is not crazy. Just the captaincy shots, I'm just kind of figuring it out. Like maybe Bruno is still a good captain. Haaland is still a good captain versus Fulham. Haaland is still quite a good captaincy shot. It's just, can Haaland in one game not outscore, but can he get more points than Gabriel? So Sanchez and Chalobah versus Leeds, I think that's going to be perfectly fine. I'm very disappointed in the defensive side of Chelsea, but I can't change it at this point. It's just, let's see how they are for the next 2 fixtures, and when the fixtures get a bit more difficult, will I stand by Sanchez? I'm trying to stay away from goalkeeper transfers as much as I possibly can. Lacroix versus Burnley, because now that they've got a few more players back, Strand Larsen started the game, so at least the stability and the pressing kind of to relieve that pressure of them is there now. Palace looked a bit more stable. Brighton are very frustrating because they're just up and down. I think it's Brighton, Fulham and Brentford can do anything. Brentford beating Newcastle, I'm just like, where did that come from? But then away as well, Newcastle to lose at home, to concede 3 at home is not very Newcastle-like. But Brentford can lose to anyone. These Brentford, Fulham, Brighton, they can lose to anyone, they can beat anyone. Gabriel for sure, captaincy shout, he's got the armband for now. Nottingham Forest are very worrying. I don't think Wolves are a bad team. I've been saying this for ages. I don't think Wolves are a bad team. So I'm happy to have Mane to start versus Nottingham Forest. Anderson, like I said, is always going to get me the 3 to 5 points. I'm not stressed about it, but I don't think it's a guaranteed, like it's not a good fixture for Nottingham Forest because Nottingham Forest are struggling themselves. Salah versus Sunderland away. Sunderland away has been a difficult game all season long. I just need a penalty. That's all it takes. It's just a penalty. That's what I'm banking on. That Liverpool are still an attacking team. They can win a penalty. Rice got his double game week. Bruno Fernandes versus West Ham away. I still think Bruno best midfield in the Prem at the moment this season. Who else would be a candidate? Maybe him and Rice, but you decide. Who has been the best midfielder in the Prem this season? I still think he should be fine versus West Ham. And Ndiaye has been, again, disappointing. It's just been 2 points. There's no need. I'd rather get a DEFCON guy or find a way to get him out with my spare transfers. Mane I'm happy to have, even though Arsenal at home for sure is going to be like one of the worst fixtures you could possibly have, but he should start both games. He's been starting, and then Haaland is still my captain, or it's still a captaincy shout versus Fulham at home. The transfer that I possibly could make, I'm going to look at it now. If I get rid of Salah, I can have Mbeumo now. I can have Mbeumo and Timber today. Do I really need to keep this dream of Salah? If I look at his fixtures, they've got Sunderland, Forest, West Ham, Wolves, Spurs. I could have Wirtz, I could have a Ekitike, I could have anyone, but I had a Ekitike and he done me wrong, so I don't want to just run back to him. He's borderline on the blacklist. But watch, so I can get Ndiaye out and Dorgu out. I should be able to get Ghana. He's another 3 to 5 pointer as well. Defensively, I may be able to afford Guehi. It's just that he also will have a blank game week in game week 31. So I might have to free hit earlier than I wanted to. This will be a good move. I am not 100% sure that I want to make this move now, just because I want to hold on to as many transfers as possible. This looks better than the team I currently have. It's just, am I willing to pull the trigger on it? But Guehi and Ghana, and Guehi had an amazing game versus Liverpool. I thought he was phenomenal. It's just, do I think Man City are going to keep clean sheets? Is that their route to points at the moment? I'm not fully confident. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for following along these rambly videos, but let me know what you think. Figure out your captaincy. Captaincy, the best option for sure is Gabriel. I do think that Havertz is going to have a part to play, but his minutes won't be good. Yeah, Pedro is still a good captaincy option. I think Leeds at home, there will be points for him. Bruno Fernandes is a captaincy, so that's 4. And Haaland, of course, even 5. So between those 5, I think have a look at what your captains will be, and then let me know in the comments what your who you've chosen, because it's easy to go for an Arsenal defender at the moment. But if you're gonna go for Gabriel, you might as well go for Raya. That's how boring the pick is. Anyway, listen, good luck for the double game week. We really need to navigate the blank game week. So really figure out your chip strategy. Don't go all in to make sure you get the double game week players in this week, because you're going to have to do a lot to get them out later. So, but aside from that, good luck to everyone. I'll see you later.